We're asked to solve this equation, which means we want to find out what value of x would make this a true statement, would balance the equation out. Now, the first thing you notice about this is probably that there are fractions. And we want to get rid of those fractions. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to find a common denominator for everything that has fractions in here. We're just going to multiply each term by that common denominator to clear the fractions. As long as we multiply everything by the same number, it's perfectly fine to do that. And in this case, our common denominator would be 6. So I'll multiply by 6. I'll write it as 6 over 1. Maybe here I'll just write it as 6. And why did I do that? Now, keep the red. You'll see that I have a 6 in the numerator and a 6 in the denominator over here. And what am I left with? 5x. The next one, 3 goes into 3 once and it goes into 6 twice. And so I'm left with a 4 plus 4. And that equals 2 times 6, which is 12. Now I have a 4 over on the left-hand side with the x term, and I don't want it there. I want to move it over to the right-hand side. So to move it, I'll go ahead and subtract it. Since it was added, I'll do the inverse and subtract it. That leaves me with those go away, and I have 5x equals 8. 12 minus 4 is 8. Now I don't quite have x all by itself yet, because it's multiplied by that 5. I'm going to divide both sides by 5 to keep it equal. And I'll get x equals, and I'm just going to leave this as a fraction. My original equation had fractions in it, so that tells me it's okay to leave it as a fraction, and I'm going to leave it as the improper fraction that it is. So x equals 8